Hi guys, welcome back to the Women's Big Bash League of 2025. It is the grand finale today. The Hobart Hurricanes women are taking on the Perth Scorchers women. Hobart Hurricanes looking to win the trophy for the first time ever. Perth Scorchers have already won it before. It's going to be an interesting final this. We had mentioned earlier that if Hobart Hurricanes wins the toss, it will be if Hobart Hurricanes loses the toss, it will be better for them because they'll bat first. But that is not the case because the Hobart Hurricanes women have indeed lost the toss, but the Perth Scorchers women have won the toss and elected to bat first. So that is a huge problem because chasing down totals in women's cricket has been an issue. Actually, it has not happened that often. The Perth Scorchers women, they have won the trophy the Perth Scorchers women have won the trophy in 2021. They are a one-time champion. So they'll be looking to win the trophy today and become two-time winners. The Hobart Hurricanes women, though, they have not won a trophy so far. So it'll be the first time if they can get over the line. We saw a new champion last year. Melbourne Renegades women won it for the first time last year, the WBBL. If Hobart Hurricanes wins today, they will become champions for the first time. The players are entering. I don't think Hobart Hurricanes will mind bowling first because I'm sure even if they had won the toss, they would have bowled first. Perth Scorchers have opted to bat because I think the Perth Scorchers women, they have formed a template that they'll always bat first, score that 170 to 180 and then put scoreboard pressure on the chasing team. A simple template they are having. Inevitably, one of the openers somehow managed to score the runs and then they have the middle order who can hit some boundaries and sixes towards the end. Peg, Schofield, Freya Kemp, all these batters are just smack it all over the place towards the end, and it becomes extremely hard actually for the bowling team to contain the Scorchers batting lineup because the batters just keep on coming. Even without Sophie Devine contributing in the previous two matches, still the Scorchers are managing to get to 174 or even 180 plus. That is how dangerous this Perth Scorchers team is. And I need to see how Hobart Hurricanes can deal with this team. Thoroughly deserved finalists, no doubt about that. The Hobart Hurricanes women, though, have chased down 187, the highest ever successful WBBL run chase came against the Scorchers in the group stage. The Hobart Hurricanes have some good memories, but this is a final and lightning doesn't strike twice, isn't it? So Catty Mack and Beth Mooney are opening the batting for Perth Scorchers women as usual. And it will be extremely important to dismiss both the openers quickly. Otherwise, it will be deja vu of the previous two matches. The Scorchers literally wiped out the Melbourne Stars and Sydney Sixers while batting first. They just got to that 170-180 mark. And as I have always kept on saying, I will keep on saying it, women's cricket, 170-180, chasing 170-180 is extremely hard. Because they don't have the capacity to hit continuous boundaries and sixes when it is needed. And when the required run rate is nearing 9 and 10, you need to have the batters who can hit boundaries and sixes. Women's cricket does not have that. Simple as that. Anyways, first ball of the final. It's tossed up and Catty Mack drives it towards covers. Dot ball. Starts. Molly Strano opening the bowling for Hobart Hurricanes. This time punched away again by Catty Mack straight to point. Another dot ball here. This is a different match. Final pressure will be there for sure. Molly Strano is a good bowler. Has had a really good tournament actually. He has picked up a 5-wicket haul as well in this tournament. A fantastic bowler. Hobart Hurricanes all-roundly have done well in this tournament. Let's cut away again. Good fielding by Lindsay Smith. Another dot ball. If the Hurricanes can restrict Scorchers to a chaseable total, then I think Hurricanes will back themselves to chase it down. So You can look at it in that way as well. Because every time an opposition can't be scoring 170, 180, you need to bowl first. You want to restrict an opposition. This time Catty Mac comes down the wicket, drives it towards mid-off, misfield at mid-off. And they'll pick up a couple of runs and 3 runs maybe. So Catty Mac gets off the mark with 3 runs. A misfield there, cannot afford to do those things. It should have been another dot ball. Elise Villani, the captain, misfielding it and allowing 3 runs to be completed. So Mooney is back on strike. Beth Mooney can do no wrong in this WBBL season. It looks like every time she comes into bat, she scores hell amount of runs and causes hell for the opposition. No doubt about that. It's short and wide. That's a bad ball actually. It's cut straight to covers. He gets away with it, Molly Strano. You cannot bowl there to Mooney. Very, very strong on the offside and on the leg side. Any looseness, Mooney will put it away. Last ball of the over coming up. It's tossed up this time. Mooney drives it towards mid-off and gets off the mark with a single to finish that over. 4 runs came from that over. And the Perth Scorchers women are 4 without loss after 1 over. So Nicola Carey is the new bowler into the attack for the Hobart Hurricanes. Will be bowling the second over of this innings. Whoever performs well on this day will win the title. The Hobart Hurricanes have been the best team in this tournament throughout the group stages. They lost only 2 matches. They won 7 matches and they topped the table. And because they topped the table, they made it right through to the final and have had a break ever since. The Scorchers have taken the hard route. They defeated the Melbourne Stars, they defeated the Sydney Sixers, and they have come here to the final. It's full this time, driven down the ground to mid-off. Another dot ball to start the over. The Hobart Hurricanes also, it has to be said, their top order has been little consistent in this tournament. But the 2 games which the Hurricanes lost in this tournament, their top order failed and the middle order couldn't cash in. They just need to hope that their top order contributes again. Well, that's width offered, that's cut away by Mooney. That races away for 4. I told you should not be bowling there to Mooney. Very, very strong with the cut shot, with the pull shot. You offer width, and that is what Mooney will do throughout her life. First boundary of the innings for the Perth Scorchers. Again edged, just lands sort of slip. 2 fielders collide and stop it. Another dot ball from Nicola Carey. It's full this time, driven in the air, just wide of that fielder at covers and picks up another single. Was that a catching opportunity, in fact? A low catching opportunity there at covers. So Catty Mac is back on strike. 2 more deliveries left in this over. It's full this time, driven down the ground mid-off. And another dot ball from Nicola Carey. The last ball of the over. It's another full delivery driven down the ground to mid-on for another dot to finish that over. So good over from Nicola Carey. His 5 runs came from that over, and the Perth Scorchers women are 9 without loss after 2 overs. Well, there's a bowling change here, interesting bowling change. Nat Brunt is the new bowler into the attack now for the Hobart Hurricanes women. Beth Mooney is on strike. It's short and pulled away by Mooney. On bounce into the boundary for 4 towards deep square leg. Not a good start there from Nat Brandt, bowling it short. And Mooney is so good with the pull. Second boundary of the innings. It's full this time, driven towards covers. And another dot ball from Nat Brunt. That's on the pads. Oh, got a hand on it there. Fielder at short fine. It goes towards deep mid wicket. Mooney picks up another single. Got a hand on it. Good effort. Molly Strano, the fielder. That would have been a blinder of a catch. That to the biggest wicket possible of the final, probably. Beth Mooney. That's full again. Catty Mac drives it towards deep extra covers and picks up another single. Now, this is a good start from the Hurricanes bowlers actually. Current run rate 5.63. They can break this opening partnership. I think Hurricanes will feel much better. It's full. It's driven straight. Clears the infield. It's 1 bounce into the boundary for 4. Second boundary in this over. Mooney going straight down the ground this time and succeeding in doing so. This time back of the lane, defended towards point, and another dot ball to finish the over. 10 runs came from that over, and the Perth Scorchers women are 19 without loss after 3 overs. So Nicola Carey now into her second over. Catty Mack is on strike. And that's flicked away straight to mid wicket. Again, dot ball to start the over. Gives herself room, edged past the keeper, and that'll run away for 4. You get these fortunes in this venue. It was not a bad delivery at all, but Catty Mack has nicked it past the keeper and picks up her first boundary in this innings. Oh, goes for a paddle shot, but only managing to hit it back to the bowler. Another dot ball. He's trying everything here, Catty Mack. And gives herself room, drives it straight to covers. Another dot ball. This is good bowling from Nicola Carey, bowling it on the stumps. Catty Mack is having to give herself room, make the space to play the shot. Two more deliveries left in this over. Well, that's a wide down the leg side, and they'll also pick up the single. You do all the hard work and then you bowl one down the leg side like that. 2 extra runs to the total. Mooney is on strike now. That's shot and pulled away by Mooney. 1 bounce to deep mid wicket. And picks up another single here. So Scorchers once again looking to assert their authority on the opposition. Have started a little slowly, but as long as they are having wickets in hand, that is a dangerous sign for the opposition. The previous 2 matches, you ask the Melbourne Stars and Sydney Sixers, they'll know how they suffered against the likes of these 2 batters. That's flicked away leg side by Catty Mack, and picks up another single to finish the over. Again a fumble in the deep, but it doesn't cost anything much. So 8 runs came from that over, and Perth Scorchers women are 27 without loss after 4 overs. So Hayley Silver-Holmes is the new bowler into the attack now for the Hobart Hurricanes women. Catty Mack is on strike. That's back of the length. Catty Mack punches it down the ground to mid-on. And again a dot ball to start the over. Comes down the wicket, drives it down the ground. One bounce to mid-on. Another dot ball. Good start here from Silver Holmes. Is there some pressure building on these two batters here? Current run rate 6.23. From a Hurricanes point of view, that is not bad at all. A shot, swept away, deep square leg, does well. And Catty Mac picks up another single. That's why a width offered, driven away towards deep point, and Mooney picks up another single here. Two more deliveries left in this over. Ooh, looking to flick it away there. It's hit on the pads. Another dot ball from Silver Holmes. This is wonderful bowling. Just 2 runs have come from this over. Still 1 ball left. The last ball of the over coming up. Comes down the wicket, pulls it away, 1 bounce to deep mid wicket, and Catty Mac picks up another single to finish the over. The 3 runs came from that over, and the Perth Scorchers women are 30 without loss after 5 overs. So another bowling change here. Lauren Smith is the new bowler into the attack now for the Hobart Hurricanes women. Looking for wickets here. Catty Mac is on strike. Goes for the reverse sweep. It's in the air. Clears the fielders. It won't reach the boundary. But Catty Mac will pick up another couple of runs to start the over. You just get a feeling that they are looking to target an over, both these batters. Comes down the wicket, swings it leg side past mid wicket. Deep mid wicket comes around, does well. Another couple of runs for Catty Mac. If Scorchers score under 170, 180, they will also feel the pressure while defending the total. I don't need to worry, just restrict them. That's swept away in the air. Fielder! Oh, dives forward. Lands just short of the fielder, I think. And another couple of runs. You just need to focus on the plan of restricting the Scorchers to 140, 150 probably. They cannot defend it. I'll give it to you. They cannot defend 140, 150. 170, 180 is different. 140, 150 is different. Goes for the reverse, gets it over the top. Will that go? Fielder takes the catch. That's a monstrous one. First wicket goes down for the Scorchers. What a catch that is. From Lindsay Smith. I never saw the fielder coming there. Ran in and takes the catch. They needed to break this partnership early because this partnership was the most daunting partnership in the previous 2 matches for the oppositions. And finally, they have gotten rid of Catty Mack here. Lawrence Smith strikes. And look at the Hurricanes celebrating here as if they have already won the tournament, just 1 wicket down. But that's how well Scorchers have batted in the previous 2 matches. Catty Mack is gone after scoring 17 runs from 21 balls. And Perth Scorchers women are 36 for 1 after 5.4 overs. So Maddie Darkey is the new batter to the crease. The Scorchers haven't got off to the best of starts today. They literally outplayed Melbourne Stars and Sydney Sixers in the previous 2 matches. But today it has been a slow start and Catty Mack has also been dismissed. So Hurricanes are ahead here. Current run rate only 6.35. The wicket has also gone down. 2 more deliveries left in this over. Full toss, that's swept away towards deep mid-wicket. Good fielding. Maddie Darkey gets off the mark with a couple of runs. The last ball of the over. And that's flicked away straight to mid-wicket. Another dot ball to finish the over. So 8 runs came from that over, including the wicket of Catty Mack. And Perth Scorchers women are 38 for 1 after 6 overs. Wow, and what a man to have for the Hurricanes today in the final. Mitch Owen has made his presence. Remember his 100 against the Sydney Thunder earlier this year, the Big Bash, men's Big Bash final 2025, where Hurricanes won their first ever BBL trophy. Mitch Owen is a fantastic player. Actually, he'll be in action tomorrow. The men's Big Bash is starting. Hayley Silverholmes continuing into the attack. And Mooney heaves and misses. Swings and misses there. Another dot ball. This time Mooney gives herself room, edges it to deep third man and picks up another single. Mitch Owen was the player of the match in the final which Hobart Hurricanes played against the Sydney Thunder, men's Big Bash champions 2025. Now Maddie Darkey comes down the wicket, drives it straight to covers and picks up a little fumble there at covers. So Maddie Darkey picks up another single. So 3 more deliveries left in this over. Well, that shot is pulled away over the top 6. It's over fine leg. That's not a good delivery from Hayley Silverholmes. Almost carried to the fielder at fine leg. It's cleared deep fine leg. And the first 6 of the final, the bat of Beth Mooney. This time short and wide, cut away again by Mooney towards deep point and picks up another single. The last ball of the over. Oh, inside edge onto the pass. Mooney wants the single. Sent back. Another dot ball to finish that over. So 9 runs came from that over, and the Perth Scorchers women are 47 for 1 after 7 overs. So plenty of Hurricanes fans in the crowd. Obviously, home final for them. They would have been there when the Hobart Hurricanes won the Men's Big Bash Trophy earlier this year, and now a chance to make it a double delight in 2025. There's a bowling change now. Lindsay Smith is the new bowler into the attack now for the Hobart Hurricanes women. Beth Mooney is on strike. So Lindsay Smith coming around the wicket to Mooney. Oh, that's chipped in the air. Just clears mid-wicket. It goes towards deep mid-wicket. And another single to start the over. It's a good bowler, Lindsay Smith. Can bowl tightly, pick up some wickets in the middle overs. That's a full delivery. Maddie Darkey comes down the wicket and drives it back to the bowler. Another dot ball. Comes down the wicket, hits it in the air and taken at mid-off. Another wicket goes for the Scorchers. Pressure mounting. Maddie Darkey hitting it in the air. Nat Silverbrunt takes the catch at mid-off. And the Hurricanes are taking control in this game early on here. They've got 2 inside the first 10 overs. The Scorchers are slightly in trouble here. Maddie Darkey is also walking back. Lindsay Smith, I kept saying, she's a good bowler, can bowl these tight lines and lengths, can intimidate batters, can take wickets, has got one now. Maddie Darkey is out after scoring 3 runs from 6 balls. And Perth Scorchers women are 48 for 2 after 7.3 overs. So Sophie Devine is the new batter to the crease. Couldn't contribute much in the last 2 matches. She has to do a job today. Mooney, as always, standing tall for the Scorchers whenever it's needed. Three more deliveries left in this over. It's a quicker delivery. Devine hits it down the ground. Good fielding at mid-wicket. Another dot ball from Lindsay Smith. Fantastic bowling so far from the Hurricanes bowlers. Can they continue this? Driven down the ground again. Another dot ball. So Devine taking her time to settle. Last ball of the over. That's short, cut away in the gap, and that'll run away for 4. So Sophie Devine gets off the mark with a boundary. This time dragged it too short, Lindsay Smith, and Sophie Devine found the gap beautifully. 50 comes up for the Perth Scorchers with that boundary, and 5 runs came from that over, including the wicket of Maddie Darkey. Perth Scorchers women are 52 for 2 after 8 overs. Still a good over from Lindsay Smith. The last ball was too short. If she had bowled it a little bit more flighted, maybe it would have been a good delivery. But nevertheless, Sophie Devine off the mark with a boundary. Now there's a bowling change here. Heather Graham is the new bowler into the attack for the Hobart Hurricanes. Mooney is on strike. It's flicked away. Oh, good fielding at mid-wicket, but a little fumble. And Mooney picks up another single to start the over. The second ball of the over coming up. It's full again, flicked away by Devine towards deep mid-wicket and picks up another single. Full again, flicked away straight to mid-wicket though. Another dot ball from Heather Graham. This time back of the length. Mooney punches it back to the bowler. And another dot ball here. This is good bowling from the Hurricanes bowlers. Another good over from Heather Graham. And this is what creates the pressure actually. This is what will make the batters play shots that they shouldn't be playing. Oh, looking to flick it away. It's gone off the pads, I think. Will be one leg byes. Devine is back on strike. Leg by single it is. Last ball of the over. That's on the pads. Looking to flick it away. Can't get the single. Another dot ball to finish the over. What an over from Heather Graham. Just 3 runs came from that over. And the Perth Scorchers women are 55 for 2 after 9 overs. So Molly Strano is back into the attack, into her second over. Beth Mooney is on strike. It's pulled away over the fielders. That'll run away for 4. Short ball from Molly Strano. And Mooney pulls it away. Starts the over with a boundary. Second ball of the over. On the pads, flicked away again by Mooney. Will pick up another single. Sophie Devine is back on strike. The Hobart Hurricanes women, they have won the T20 Spring Challenge last year. But they are yet to win this tournament, WBBL. They won the Men's Big Bash as well. So if they can win this tournament, I think it will complete their cabinet. Divine hits it down the ground to long on and picks up another single. But I will always say that the toughest tournament to win in Big Bash League is the Men's Big Bash tournament. The Hobart Hurricanes are the reigning champions in that tournament. You have to give the credit where it's due. That was a fantastic achievement. The short and wide cut away towards covers, and Mooney picks up another single. Two more deliveries left in this over. Sophie Devine is back on strike. Tossed up, Devine drives, goes on the outer half of the bat towards covers, and another dot ball. The last ball of the over. That's a full delivery. Devine hits it down the ground to long on and picks up another single to finish the over. A good over from Molly Strano after conceding the boundary. Good comeback. 8 runs came from that over, and the Perth Scorchers women are 63 for 2 after 10 overs at the halfway mark of this innings, and it's also the time for the drinks break. So we come to the end of the drinks break. 2 balls have been bowled in this over. And 1 run has been conceded. Heather Graham continuing into her second over. And this has been a good start from the Hurricanes. So far, so good. I need to see whether they can continue. Mooney is on strike. Gives us a low ball there. Wow, what a wicket that is. It's gone through the defense of Beth Mooney. Heather Graham provides the breakthrough and it can't get bigger than this. The main batter who has been doing all the damage all these matches has been dismissed. Mooney looking to give herself room. He looking to heave hole leg side has lost her off stump in the process. And the third wicket goes down for the Scorchers. It's a huge one. Beth Mooney is walking back. The pressure was building. This is fantastic stuff from the Hobart Hurricanes women bowlers. That'll release some pressure, I think, for the Hurricanes. Beth Mooney is gone after scoring 33 from 26 balls. And Perth Scorchers women are 64 for 3 after 10.3 overs. So Freya Kemp is the new batter to the crease. A dangerous batter as well, no doubt about that. Freya Kemp can hit a long ball, can hit some big shots. 3 more deliveries left in this over. They have Peg, Schofield, and Peg Schofield will come in after this. Schofield and then down to Ainsworth and King. That's a wide down the leg side from Heather Graham. Wide signalled by the umpire, so Heather Graham has to reload that one again. Surprisingly today for the Scorchers, the top order couldn't make a big contribution. They couldn't do it like what they did against the Stars and the Sixers. Oh, looking to drive. Was there an edge there? It's gone past the keeper. It's gone past third man. Is it one byes or is it off the bat? Well, it's signalled off the bat. Maybe there was a catching opportunity for the keeper as well. You need to have extremely quick reflexes if you want to catch that. Sophie Devine is back on strike. 2 more deliveries left in this over. Full toss, that's flicked away by Devine towards deep square leg and picks up another single. The last ball of the over. Has driven again, straight to cover, straight to point, and picks up another single to finish the over. So 5 runs came from that over, including the big wicket of Beth Mooney, and Perth Scorchers women are 68 for 3 after 11 overs. So Hayley Silver-Holmes is continuing into her third over. So far, so good from the Hurricanes. 9 more overs left in this innings. It's driven by Kemp towards covers. Ooh, directed, could have been close. There was a quick single attempted by Freya Kemp there. Completes the single. Sophie Devine is back on strike. It's full this time. Devine drives it down the ground to mid-off. Another dot ball here. Sophie Devine has scored 9 runs from 12 balls. Hasn't contributed in the previous 2 matches. So she'll be under pressure now, because now that not many batters left after this. Only Peg Schofield is left after this for batting. A shot this time pulled away by Devine towards deep square leg and picks up another single. This is what I was talking about actually. I was telling it. It's very, very tough to score 170, 180 every single match. Even if you are batting first. There will be pressure while batting first also. It's not only pressure of chasing. Pressure of setting a target is also real. It's defended down the ground to mid-on. And another dot ball. The Scorchers didn't get that start today. The previous 2 matches, Catty Mack and Mooney had provided flying starts. I mean, around the 11th over mark, they had already crossed 100 runs. And they were intimidating. They were putting the pressure on the oppositions. But that has not happened today. Now they have to manufacture something. Well, that's pulled away by Freya Kemp. And it just clears the boundary. This is what she's capable of doing. Can clear the boundaries regularly. And a much needed 6 there for the Perth Scorchers. Freya Kemp picks up the 6. This time on a good length, Freya Kemp flicks it towards mid-wicket. And another dot ball to finish the over. So 8 runs came from that over. And the Perth Scorchers women are 76 for 3 after 12 overs. So Lindsay Buddy is back into the attack now for the Hobart Hurricanes. Lindsay Smith is into her 2nd over. Sophie Devine on strike. And it's hit in the air, down the ground to long on. And Devine picks up another single. This time Freya Kemp goes for the sweep, gets it towards deep mid-wicket and picks up another single here. That's cut down the ground, back to the bowler. Another dot ball. Good bowling from Lindsay Smith. The last time these two teams played against each other, Scorchers scored 187. And what a contrasting fortunes in the final here. The Scorchers are now struggling, in all honesty. They'll get to 130, 140. It's very hard to defend that. Two more deliveries left in this over. And Kemp comes down the wicket, hits it in the air. Long off, takes the catch. Another one goes. Pressure again. Freya Kemp hit it flat, but it's hit it straight down the throat of long off. Could that be the last nail in the coffin for Perth Scorchers? Because it's another danger batter walking back. Was looking for the 6 once again. She had hit a 6 in the previous over, was looking for the same, but hit it flat. Nat Silverbrunt doesn't make a mistake at long off. The Hurricanes are all over the Perth Scorchers at the moment. Sophie Devine is still there but struggling. She's running out of partners now. Freya Kemp is out after scoring 10 runs from 8 balls. And Perth Scorchers women are 79 for 4 after 12.5 overs. So Peg Schofield is the new batter to the crease. This is the last recognized batting pair, we can say. Because after this it's Alana King and Chloe Ainsworth bowling all-rounders. One more delivery left in this over. Scorchers are in a lot of trouble. They have not got the runs from the top order today. Last ball of the over. As tossed up, Schofield drives it straight to covers. Another dot ball to finish the over. 3 runs came from that over, including the wicket of Freya Kemp. And Perth Scorchers women are 79 for 4 after 13 overs. So Heather Graham now continuing into her third over. Sophie Devine is on strike. And that's driven towards covers. Again a dot ball to start the over. The Scorchers are in trouble now, huge trouble. Who is going to get the runs from here? That is going to be the question. Devine has scored 12 runs from 17 balls with only 1 boundary at a strike rate of 70.59. Well, that's swept all the way for 6, I think. Yes, that's a huge hit from Sophie Devine. She's capable of doing that. Finally picks up the maximum. Much needed 6 for the Scorchers. Picked the slow ball, deposited it over deep mid wicket for 6. I think Devine is changing her bat here. I think she is the last hope if Scorchers want to get to a competitive score. If Hurricanes can get rid of her, I think it will be all over for the Scorchers probably. Schofield can still bat, but intimidating kind of a batter, I doubt. That's flicked away in the air again. 1 bounce towards deep square leg. And Sophie Devine picks up another single. So Schofield is back on strike. That's flicked away towards deep fine leg. There's no one there. And Schofield gets off the mark with a boundary. Full toss on the pads. Helped on its way for 4. This is a good over for the Scorchers here. So 2 more deliveries left in this over. It's a full delivery. Schofield hits it down the ground to long on and picks up another single. Last ball of the over. That's a slow ball driven towards covers. Another dot ball to finish the over. So 12 runs came from that over, and the Perth Scorchers women are 91 for 4 after 14 overs. So Nat Silverbrunt now is back into the attack, conceded 10 runs in her first over. A power surge has been taken with 6 overs left in this innings. Schofield will be on strike. Here's Nat Silverbrunt. That's flicked away by Schofield towards deep mid wicket and will pick up another single to start the over. I feel Sophie Devine might target this over. Second ball of the over coming up. That's short this time, pulled away again towards deep mid wicket. They're pushing for 2 here. Chance, oh dear. Nat Silverbrunt couldn't collect it cleanly. There was a chance of a run out at the bowler's end. Couple of runs completed. There was a chance of run out at the bowler's end there. But Nat Silverbrunt, the throw was a little wide. She tried to collect it with one hand, but fumbled it. Third ball of the over coming up. Oh, it's another slow ball. Devine swings, misses. Chance of run out to the keeper's end again, but wide throw. It will be one byes for sure. Three more deliveries left in this over. Looking to help it on its way to short fine leg. A direct hit was it. I think the keeper took the bails off, but Sophie Devine has made it back. So some quick singles taken in this over so far. Leg by signaled by the umpire. So 2 more deliveries left in this over. Devine is back on strike. Devine intervention. Looks for a big heave again. Inside edge towards deep mid wicket. And picks up another single. Last ball of the over. Schofield gives herself room, flicks it towards deep mid wicket and picks up another single to finish the over. So good over from Natalie Silverbrunt. 7 runs came from that over, and Perth Scorchers women are 98 for 4 after 15 overs. So 5 overs left in this innings. Perth Scorchers will be looking for 140, 150 probably. But I think Hurricanes will back themselves to chase it down. So Nicola Carey is back into the attack. Schofield is on strike. We saw in the previous match Hurricanes played against the Adelaide Strikers. The Strikers tore them apart in the last 4 or 5 overs and took them to 160. That's driven down the ground to long on. They'll push for a couple of runs. That's good running. 100 comes up for the Scorchers. 100 comes up in 15.1 overs at the loss of 4 wickets. Coming back to that Strikers match. The last few overs, Hurricanes couldn't contain the runs. The Strikers got to 160 odd, which could have been a competitive score, but the second innings didn't happen. It got washed out because of the rain. So you need to be careful here. Goes for the scoop. Appeal for LBW. The umpire says not out. It could be worth reviewing, I think. It could be worth reviewing. There is a DRS timer. 1 review left. It could be worth reviewing. And that is what Nicola Carey is saying. They've gone for the review, I think. They have gone for the review. So we need to have a look at this. It looked very straight actually. It looked very, very straight. This could be close. Well, that looks pretty close actually, because Schofield moved across the stumps. I don't think there's any bat involved. Only question will be, is it missing leg stump? There's no bat involved in that. Even umpire's call will be enough for Scorchers, I think. Ball tracking coming up. Pitching in line, impact in line, wickets missing. So they've lost the review, but it was worth reviewing actually. Not out it is. And they've picked up 1 leg byes. Devine is back on strike. Still 4 overs left after this. And Devine backs away and smashes it down the ground for 4. Beautifully hit straight down the ground, giving herself enough room, allowing her to free her arms, and hits it down the ground. A much needed boundary for the Scorchers. It's shot this time above the batter. Devine asks for the wide, doesn't get it. It's given as the first bouncer for the over. 2 more deliveries left in this over. And Devine goes in the air. Long on is there. Long on is there. Puts it down. Oh dear. Simplest of catches. Hayley Silver-Holmes has put it down. They have been catching well so far in this innings. The Hurricanes couldn't catch that one. Devine gets a lifeline. Is still there at the crease now. How costly is that going to be? Last ball of the over. And in the air, put down again. Would you believe it? 2 catches gone down in 2 balls. And this time it's the bowler herself who's put it down. So a couple of opportunities missed by the Hurricanes there. 8 runs came from that over. And Perth Scorchers women are 106 for 4 after 16 overs. Four more overs left in this innings. 2 catches put down in 2 balls. The last 2 balls of the previous over. It's all part of the game though. That was hit too hard from Soulfield actually. I think Nicola Carey, rather than taking the catch, was trying to protect herself there. Because it was hit straight back so hard. Heather Graham now continuing into her last over. That's a slow ball. Divine goes again. Now this could be another. Oh! Pulls it back in. Pulls it back in, I think. They'll check it whether she's stepped onto the rope or not. The fielders do these boundary saves regularly these days in T20 cricket. And they'll have a look at that. There's another opportunity there. That could be 6 actually. Yeah, I think that's 6. The 6 to start the over is what I'm thinking. She stepped onto the rope. Yeah, 6 it is. Second ball of the over. Oh, swings and misses this time. And a dot ball here. Divine is just swinging her bat around now. Looking to get as many runs as possible in this last few overs. Oh, comes down the wicket, misses it, and Lisselly does the stumping behind the wickets. And they know how big a wicket that is. Sophie Devine has been stumped. Got a reprieve in the previous over. She cleared the boundary in this over, but has been stumped out. Heather Graham picks up her second wicket, and this could just be this could just be the wicket that saves a few runs for the Hobart Hurricanes here towards the end, I think, because they are now down to the bowling all-rounders after this of the Perth Scorchers women. The Sophie Devine is gone after scoring 34 runs from 29 balls, and the Perth Scorchers women are 112 for 5 after 16.3 overs. So Alana King is the new batter to the crease. She can swing her bat around. 3 more deliveries left in this over. And that's driven towards covers by King. Straight to covers. Another dot ball from Heather Graham. Ooh, on the stumps this time. Alana King defends it back to the bowler. And another dot ball here from Heather Graham. The last ball of the over. Moves across her stumps, edges it to short third man. And Alana King gets off the mark with the single to finish the over. The 7 runs came from that over, including the big wicket of Sophie Devine. And Perth Scorchers women are 113 for 5 after 17 overs. So 3 overs left in this innings. Hayley Silver-Holmes now to bowl. She dropped a catch and let go of a 6 in the last couple of overs. But then, so now that Sophie Devine has been dismissed, I think she'll be the most relieved person. Alana King is on strike. Oh, that's hit in the air. Fielder is not close to the ball. Won't get there. Ball lands safely. And Alana King picks up another single to start the over. Schofield is back on strike. Last recognized batter at the crease, Peg Schofield. Only 17 balls left in this innings. I think Hurricanes have done a good job so far. Well, she goes big down the ground, clears mid-on. Why would you have a mid-on up inside the circle in the death overs? Keep the long on. You need to stop the boundaries. Well, Schofield picks up another boundary. Her second boundary in this innings and a much needed one for the Scorchers. That's pulled in the air this time and put down again. What's with the catching of the Hurricanes fielders in the last couple of overs? Another lifeline. Schofield gets the lifeline, picks up the single. I think the ball was dipping a little bit. It's put down again. Now Alana King is back on strike. That's full this time, driven down the ground to mid-on. And King picks up another single. Two more deliveries left in this over. That's short this time, pulled away by Schofield towards deep mid-wicket and picks up another single. So last ball of the over coming up. Alana King is on strike. And that's driven by King straight to covers. And another dot ball to finish the over. So 8 runs came from that over. And the Perth Scorchers women are 121 for 5 after 18 overs. Two overs left in this innings. Nat Brunt is bowling the penultimate over for the Hobart Hurricanes women. Comes down the wicket. Schofield hits it up in the air. Fielder does well at long on. And a couple of runs to start the over for the Scorchers. They'll be looking for 140. Something to bowl at in women's cricket. Goes for the reverse, gets it past third man, and that'll run away for 4. Valuable boundary here from Peg Schofield. Brought out the reverse sweep and picks up the boundary. It's short this time. Schofield goes for the cut shot. Asks for the wide. Doesn't get it. Another dot ball from Nat Silverbrunt. And that's swept away again by Schofield in the gap. And that beats the fielder at deep mid-wicket for 4 as well. Second boundary in this over from Schofield. This is a good valuable knock here towards the end of this innings. They've crossed 130 now, the Scorchers. This time Schofield swings it away towards mid-wicket and picks up another single. Alana King is back on strike. The last ball of the over. Slow ball, that's cut away by King towards deep extra covers. And they'll push for 2. Another couple of runs to finish the over. So 13 runs came from that over. And Perth Scorchers women are 134 for 5 after 19 overs. So Nicola Carey is bowling the last over for the Hobart Hurricanes women. Peg Schofield is on strike. That's a full delivery, swings and misses. Dot ball to start. That's a good start from Nicola Carey. 5 balls left now. Second ball of the over. Comes down the wicket and drives it back to the bowler. Another dot ball from Nicola Carey. Pressure building here on Peg Schofield at the moment. Some good valuable knocks towards the end from Sophie Devine and Schofield. They have somehow scratched their way to 130 plus. Third ball of the over. That's a full delivery, driven straight to covers. Make that another dot ball. So 3 valuable dot balls here from Nicola Carey. Still 3 balls left. Can they keep the Scorchers under 140 at the end of their 20 overs? Fourth ball of the over coming up. Goes for the scoop, doesn't make connection. Through to the keeper. What is happening here? 4 dot balls. When was the last time we have seen this kind of a last over? 4 dot balls from Nicola Carey and now only 2 left. What can Schofield do? Fifth ball of the over. Oh, that's toe-ended down the ground. Too long off and will pick up just a single. What a last over this is turning out to be from Nicola Carey. Still only 1 ball left now. Alana King is on strike. She has long levers. A 6 will take them to 141. Will give some momentum. Last ball of the innings. They swung down the ground by Alana King. They're going to push for 2 for sure. They're going to push for 2. Chance of run out. And was the throw too slow? Was the throw too slow? The umpires have gone upstairs to the third umpire, but this is a beauty of a last over from Nicola Carey actually. Irrespective of whether this is 1 or 2, I think it was a fantastic last over. Saved a lot of runs, and I think the Hurricanes have the momentum going into the innings break. I think the batter has made it back. This is one area the women have to work on, being fast in the field. Fast throws, power hitting, 6 hitting. These are some of the areas the women have to work on. They're always, even catching also, if you see too many catches dropped, they need to work on those aspects. So a couple of runs to finish the innings. Just 3 runs came from that last over from Nicola Carey. How valuable that is going to be. And the Perth Scorchers have huffed and puffed and somehow dragged themselves to 137 for 5 at the end of their 20 overs. Thanks to Sophie Devine scoring 34 from 29 balls. And in the end, Peg Schofield unbeaten on 27, not out from Peg Schofield 27 not out from 22 balls. And I think this is a decent score, but whether it is good enough or not, only time will tell. The Scorchers have got the runs on the board in the final. The Hobart Hurricanes, to become champions for the first time in WBBL history, will need 138 runs to win this match from their full quota of 20 overs. We'll be back again shortly to cover the run chase. Until then, please stay tuned. So, hi guys, welcome back to the run chase. It's a final push here, a final, WBBL 2025 final. Perth Scorchers women batted first. They won the toss, elected to bat first, and they have posted a score of 137, which looks like a below par total. The Hobart Hurricanes women need 138 runs to win from 20 overs to become champions of WBBL for the very first time in their history. Lizelle Lee and Danny Viat Hodge are opening the batting for the Hobart Hurricanes women, an opening partnership which has done really well in this tournament so far. If they can get a good start here, I think they can surely get over the line. Chloe Ainsworth has the new ball in her hand. She'll be bowling the first over for the Perth Scorchers. Has been really good in the previous two matches as well, Chloe Ainsworth. The previous two matches, though, Scorchers had more runs to defend. They had 170 and 180 respectively. The previous match they were defending 184. In against Melbourne Stars they were defending 174. Those were much better targets than today. Today they are defending only 138, which is a much bigger challenge actually. So we are seconds away from starting this final run chase here. Lizelle Lee and Danny Viat Hodge will be looking to provide good starts. Off we go. First ball of the run chase coming up from Chloe Ainsworth. Lizelle Lee on strike. That's a full delivery. Lizelle Lee drives it towards mid-off. And a dot ball to start from Ainsworth. So just like we said for the Scorchers, when they were batting, the Hurricanes also, the opening partnership has been really good this tournament. Not only the opening partnership actually, the top order has been really good for them. And that's short and wide, cut away, finds the gap, and that'll run away for 4. Width offered by Chloe Ainsworth, and Lizelle Lee found the gap beautifully. The first boundary of the innings for the Hurricanes. So third ball of the over. Comes down the wicket, gets it over covers, and that goes 1 bounce, 2 bounces into the boundary for 4. So Lizelle Lee, as always, starting aggressively here. 2 boundaries in the first over, and Hobart Hurricanes are up and running here. I don't know whether Lizelle Lee is trying to do a Mitch Owen at the moment. Top edge over the keeper. Everything going the Hurricanes' way. Another boundary. 3 boundaries in the first over. And already the required run rate has reduced so much. Required runs down to 126 from 116 balls. 3 consecutive boundaries from Lizelle Lee. Not enough runs on the board for the Scorchers today. 5th ball of the over coming up. Again, there was a little bit of width. Lizelle Lee looking for the cut shot. Inside edges it towards the keeper. And another dot ball here. The short ball has been the ball which has troubled Lizelle Lee in this tournament. And I think Chloe Ainsworth will be looking for that. Last ball of the over. Comes down the wicket, swings and misses. And another dot ball to finish that over. But an expensive over from Chloe Ainsworth. 12 runs came from that over. And the Hobart Hurricanes women are 12 without loss after 1 over. I think the Hurricanes batters will be looking to bring the required run rate down as much as possible. So Lily Mills is going to be bowling the second over for the Scorchers. Danny Viat-Hodge is going to be on strike. Lily Mills coming over the wicket to Danny Viat-Hodge, and that's on the stumps. Danny Viat-Hodge defends it back to the bowler. A dot ball to start the over. That shot cut away straight to covers. Another dot ball here. They'll be looking to build the pressure through dot balls, I think, Scorchers. Again, defended towards point. Make that 3 dot balls in this over. Good start to the over here from Lily Mills. That shot cut away, finds the gap, and that runs away for 4. So after 3 dot balls, Danny Viat-Hodge finally finds the gap and gets off the mark with a boundary. Two more deliveries left in this over. Danny Viat-Hodge goes straight, and the fielder there puts it down, and to make matters worse, rolls into the boundary as well. Oh my goodness, Freya Kemp, the fielder, was positioned, but she's put it down. Back-to-back boundaries for Danny Viat-Hodge, a lifeline as well. Cannot afford this when you're defending such a small target. So back-to-back boundaries from Danny Viat-Hodge. Last ball of the over coming up. That shot, and that's pulled away beautifully by Danny Viat-Hodge for 4 to finish the over. 3 back-to-back boundaries, and again 12 runs came from that over. And the Hobart Hurricanes women are off to a flyer. 24 without loss after 2 overs. So Chloe Ainsworth is going to continue into her second over, and the only way Scorchers can put any pressure on Hurricanes is by picking up wickets. And that drop catch from Freya Kemp is not helping in any way. So Ainsworth is bowling the third over of this innings. Hurricanes just need sensible batting from here. That's flicked away, more runs here, past the keeper, and that runs, oh, good fielding at deep fine leg. Couple of runs for Lizelle Lee to start the over. Well, just 112 needed now from 107. It will come down to a stage where you just need wickets in hand to win. That will be the simplest job, no pressure of the required run rate. Having a look at the boundary, whether the fielder stopped it cleanly. Yeah, and I think the fielder has done well there. The fielder has done well, so it will be a couple of runs to start the over. But what a flying start this is to the run chase. Hobart Hurricanes trying to kill this run chase as quickly as possible. Trying to bring the required run rate under control before it gets out of control, before it slips away. The second ball of the over coming up. And that's punched away, finds the gap again. And that is racing away. Will it go for 4? Yes, it does. Another boundary here for Lizelle Lee. It's raining boundaries here in this Hurricanes innings. If anyone rewinds back just to January 2025, Mitch Owen, what he did at this venue against Sydney Thunder. We are witnessing that from Lizelle Lee and Danny Wyatt-Hodge now. This time back of the length, Lizelle Lee flicks it away towards mid-wicket and picks up another single. This is what the Hurricanes have been doing all tournament, getting off to these flying starts. And now this run chase should be simple. Just don't panic, don't choke. You'll get there. Danny Wyatt-Hodge is back on strikes. He's already hit 3 boundaries as well in this innings. Has scored 12 runs from just 6 balls. Ooh, that's close to the body. Danny Wyatt-Hodge going for the cut. Cuts it straight to point. And another dot ball from Ainsworth. So 2 more deliveries left in this over. Oh, that beats the outside edge. Absolute beauty there from Ainsworth. And another dot ball. Beautiful delivery there. So last ball of the over coming up. And that's on the pads. Danny Wyatt-Hodge flicks it towards square leg and picks up another single to finish the over. So 6 runs came from that over. 8 runs came from that over. And the Hobart Hurricanes women are 32 without loss after 3 overs. This is the grand finale. Hobart Hurricanes trying to become first-time champions today. Sophie Devine is the new bowler into the attack now for the Scorchers. Danny Wyatt-Hodge is on strike. That's a full delivery. Danny Wyatt-Hodge swings leg side towards deep square leg and picks up another single to start the over. So Lizelle Lee is back on strike. Sophie Devine played a crucial knock with the bat. She's looking to give a breakthrough here. Short and wide. Lizelle Lee goes for the cut shot, inside edge, down the ground, mid-off. And another dot ball. Oh, that's a short ball. Lizelle Lee lets it go. It's another dot here, given as the first bouncer for the over. So 3 more deliveries left in this over. That's a wide down the leg side, I think. Yes, given as a wide by the umpire. Sophie Devine has to reload that one again. Fourth ball of the over. Keeper comes up to the stumps. Oh, that's pulled away. Poor delivery. Helped on its way. One bounce into the boundary for 4 towards deep square leg. Lizelle Lee continues to find the boundaries and Hobart Hurricanes continue to make the run chase easy. So 2 more deliveries left in this over. Oh, inside edge towards short fine leg. And another dot ball from Devine. One more delivery left in this over. Last ball of the over. Oh, swings and misses. And another dot ball to finish that over. So 6 runs came from that over. And Hobart Hurricanes women are 38 without loss after 4 overs. So Alana King is the new bowler into the attack now for the Perth Scorchers women. And this is a fantastic start to this run chase. Danny Wyatt-Hodge is on strike. Required run rate just above 6. Lizelle Lee batting on 21 from just 14 balls. Danny Wyatt-Hodge batting on 14 from 10 balls. Alana King was the pick of the bowlers in the previous match, but she had the runs on the board to defend, put the pressure on sixers. But today it's a much easier target for the Hurricanes, to be honest. So first ball of the over comes down the wicket and Danny Wyatt-Hodge drives it down the ground to long on. And picks up another single to start the over. Equation now under 100 for the Hurricanes. Lizelle Lee is back on strike. Goes for the sweep. Gets it towards fine leg. No one there. And another boundary here for Lizelle Lee. Was angling onto the pads there, Alana King, and Lizelle Lee picks up her 6th boundary in this innings. This time again goes for the sweep. It's towards deep square leg. And Lizelle Lee picks up another single. It should be comfortable now. Required run rate 6.06. 94 from 93 with all 10 wickets in hand. It needs a minor miracle for Scorchers to win this from here. Let's cut away straight to point. And another dot ball from Alana King. So 2 more deliveries left in this over. Mid-on has been brought up inside the circle. Comes down the wicket and Danny Viatot hits it down the ground to long off and picks up another single. So last ball of the over coming up. Goes for the sweep again, gets it towards deep fine leg, and that'll run away for 4 as well. There's no one there at all. Second boundary towards that deep fine leg area and a boundary to finish that over. So 11 runs came from that over and the Hobart Hurricanes women are motoring along 49 without loss after 5 overs. Well, what a start this is to the run chase here for the Hobart Hurricanes. The perfect start to a run chase like this. And now the equation is under a run a ball. Just 89 needed from the last 15 overs. Amy Edgar is the new bowler into the attack now. It's a full toss driven back to the bowler by Danny Viatot. And a dot ball to start. Gives herself room, is Boulder. So finally the Scorchers get the breakthrough. Gave herself too much room there. Danny Viatot exposed her stumps and has lost her middle stump in the process. And Amy Edgar provides the breakthrough for the Scorchers. Some relief for the Scorchers finally. So Danny Viatot is out after scoring 16 runs from 15 balls. And the Hobart Hurricanes women are 49 for 1 after 5.2 overs. So Nat Silverbrunt is the new batter to the crease for the Hobart Hurricanes women. Played a match-winning knock the previous time these two teams played against each other. That was a much bigger target. You were chasing 187 in that match. Today is just about sensible batting. Required run rate is only 6.07. Third ball of the over coming up. It's tossed up, driven down the ground, and Nat Silverbrunt gets off the mark with a single. 50 comes up for the Hobart Hurricanes women. 50 comes up in just 5.3 overs at the loss of 1 wicket. Just 88 needed now from the last 87 balls. Quicker ball, goes for the drive, doesn't make connection. And another dot ball from Amy Edgar. The middle order of the Hobart Hurricanes women is slightly iffy. So it will be better if the top order can finish it. That's gone for the sweep. It's towards deep square leg. And Lizelle Lee picks up another single. The last ball of the over coming up. Goes for the reverse. Gets it to short third man. And Nat Silverbrunt. Ooh, direct hit. Was Nat Silverbrunt too casual there? Picks up another single to finish the over. 3 runs came from that over, including the wicket of Danny Viatot. And Hobart Hurricanes women are 52 for 1 after 6 overs. So 14 overs left, 86 needed. Ruby Strange is the new bowler into the attack now for the Perth Scorchers women. Nat Silverbrunt is on strike. Oh, looking to flick it away. Appeal for LBW. Umpire says not out. That looked close actually. They're not discussing about going for a review. Was there bat involved in that? Maybe. And these kind of equations can be very, very tricky at times. Gives herself room, goes over mid-off, and that'll run away for 4. First boundary for Nat Silverbrunt. Backed herself to clear mid-off and did it. And now the equation again down to a runner ball. So third ball of the over coming up. It's flicked away towards mid-wicket. And another dot ball from Ruby Strange. Coming to the LBW shot, there was bat involved in that. That's why they didn't go for the review. That's why the umpire gave it not out. That shot this time pulled away so hard. Races away for 4. Second boundary in this over for Nat Silverbrunt. 2 shot from Ruby Strange and punished by Nat Silverbrunt. This time a fuller delivery and Nat Silverbrunt defends it back to the bowler. Another dot ball here. They've got the runs in this over. Hurricanes required run rate 5.92. Surely you can't lose it from here if you're the Hurricanes. Last ball of the over coming up. And that's guided away. It's towards deep extra covers. They're pushing for 2 here. Chance of run out. No. Well run. Good running between the wickets. Another couple of runs to finish the over. So 10 runs came from that over. And Hobart Hurricanes women are 62 for 1 after 7 overs. Sophie Devine now back into the attack. Lizelle Lee gives herself room, flicks it away towards deep square leg and picks up another single to start the over. And Nat Silverbrunt is back on strike. The equation is under a runner ball. Let's cut away again, straight to covers. And another dot ball. No sixes in this innings so far, but why do you need that when it's under a run a ball? That's pulled in the air, and 1 bounce to deep square leg. Nat Silverbrunt picks up another single. They're trying to play some shots here when it's not needed. In all honesty, as long as you're not losing your wickets, then it's good. Lizard Lee is back on strike. 3 more deliveries left in this over. It's short and wide. Cut away. Oh, fielder got a hand on it at covers. They'll push for 2. They can. No, they won't. Just a single for Lizard Lee. Two more deliveries left in this over. It's a full delivery. It's flicked away straight to mid wicket. And another dot ball from Devine. A good over here for the Scorchers. Just 3 runs coming from this over. Still 1 ball left. The last ball of the over coming up. And that's driven down the ground. Good fielding by Devine. And another dot ball to finish the over. So just 3 runs came from that over. And Hobart Hurricanes women are 65 for 1 after 8 overs. So Chloe Ainsworth is back into the attack now, into her 3rd over. There's 73 needed from the last 12 overs. Is it too early to start believing if you're a Hurricanes fan? Here comes Ainsworth. And Lizard Lee gives herself room, flicks it away towards deep square leg and picks up another single to start the over. Nat Silverbrunt is back on strike. This partnership now 17 from 17 balls between Nat Silverbrunt and Lizard Lee. It's full again, driven back to the bowler by Nat Silverbrunt, and another dot ball from Ainsworth. It's short this time. NSB pulls it away towards mid-wicket and picks up another single. Oh, goes for the cut again outside the off stump. Not able to make connection. Dot ball here from Ainsworth. Suddenly some pressure building. Too many dot balls for the Hurricanes. Last over went only for 3 runs. This over only 2 runs so far. Still 2 more deliveries left in the over. It's flicked away straight to mid-wicket. And another dot ball here. So this is a fantastic over here from Ainsworth. Just 2 runs coming from it. Can she finish it well? Is there still some hope for the Scorchers in this game? The last ball of the over coming up. Oh, looking to flick it away there. It's gone off the pads. Can't take the single. Another dot ball to finish the over. So just 2 runs came from that over. And Hobart Hurricanes women are 67 for 1 after 9 overs. So the last 2 overs have just brought back the Scorchers into the game slightly. Just 5 runs coming in the last 2 overs. And now Alana King is back into the attack. 71 needed from the last 11 overs now. They just need to be careful not to play too many dot balls. Nat Silverbrunt is on strike. There's still a game on here. That's short and that's pulled away by Nat Silverbrunt towards deep mid-wicket and picks up another single to start the over. Oh, goes for the slog sweep, misses it. A valuable dot ball from Alana King. Suddenly some pressure building on the Hurricanes. They're not able to get the boundaries. Third ball of the over. Goes for the sweep. And she's got it. She's got it all the way. All the way for 6. That'll release some pressure for sure. First 6 of the innings, and Lizelle Lee slog swept that beautifully. So 3 more deliveries left in this over. Goes for a sweep again. That's massive. That is high and handsome. All the way for 6. Back-to-back 6s from Lizelle Lee. So suddenly an over which started well from Alana King has become expensive. And once again the equation is under a run a ball for the Hurricanes. So 2 more deliveries left in this over. Beth Mooney and Sophie Devine having a conversation with Alana King. This Lizelle Lee is so strong with that slog sweep. And now Hurricanes are back in control. The required run rate only 5.61. Two more deliveries left in this over. Lizelle Lee on 46. That's gently flicked away and Lizelle Lee picks up another single here. They've got the runs in this over. 14 from this over, still 1 ball left. That's all they need at this stage. Last ball of the over. Oh, that's an inside edge towards short fine, looking for the single, can't get it. Another dot ball to finish the over, but a good over for the Hobart Hurricanes women. 14 runs came from that over And Hobart Hurricanes women at the halfway mark of this innings are 81 for 1 after 10 overs. And it's also the time for the drinks break. So we come to the end of the drinks break, and that's a Yorker. Lizelle Lee flicks it away and picks up another single to start the over. There's 56 needed now from 59 balls. Chloe Ainsworth into her last over now. Hurricanes getting closer. That previous over from Alana King has brought the equation under a run of ball again. That's flicked away by Nat Brandt towards deep mid wicket and picks up another single. Singles will do nicely for the Hurricanes. They still have 9 wickets in hand, no problem at all. It's runs versus wickets now. As long as you have the wickets in hand, it's an easy chase this. Scorchers will need a wicket though. Comes down the wicket, drives it back to Ainsworth. And another dot ball here. So 3 more deliveries left in this over. Lizelle Lee is on 47 from 31 balls, nearing a half century. That shot this time pulled away and over, all the way for 6 and a half century for Lizelle Lee. It was as if she dismissed it from her presence. It was a short ball from Ainsworth. She's pulled it flat and over deep mid wicket. And on the big day, a Hobart Hurricanes opener scoring a half century. We have seen this before. We are seeing it now also. Lizelle Lee 53 from 32 balls with 7 boundaries and 3 sixers at a strike rate of 165.63. Outstanding knock. This time it's a full delivery. Lizelle Lee goes down the ground, clears mid-off. One bounce into the boundary for 4. The 6 and a 4. This is another good over for the Hurricanes here. Last ball of the over, goes over the top, over extra covers, all the way, 6 more. What a finish to the over there from Lizelle Lee. Going over extra covers and clearing the boundary. 18 runs came from that over. And now the Hobart Hurricanes women can fully start to believe, I think. Hobart Hurricanes women are 99 for 1 after 11 overs. Well, now 39 needed from the last 9 overs. It's Hurricanes game this. An expensive over from Chloe Ainsworth, and now it's very tough for Scorchers from here. The Hobart Hurricanes women are going to become the first time champions of WBBL 2025. It's going to be a double delight for sure. They are the men's BBL champions, and they are also on their way to becoming the WBBL champions as well. Partnership of 50 from 34 balls between Lizelle Lee and Nat Silverbrunt. 50 partnership also coming up. And now Sophie Devine back into the attack, but no change to the outcome. It's in the slot, and this time Nat Silverbrunt clears the boundary down the ground. A 6 to start the over. It's raining 6s at the Hobart Stadium. 100 comes up now for the Hobart Hurricanes, and just 33 more needed for victory. This time it's short and wide, and Nat Silverbrunt cuts it away towards covers and picks up another single. .32 needed now. What a campaign this has been for the Hurricanes. Short and wide, cut away, over the top of the fielders. One bounce into the boundary for 4. Lizelle Lee continues to find the boundaries, and they're getting closer and closer now, the Hobart Hurricanes women. This time it's pulled away again in the air. One bounce to deep square leg, and Lizelle Lee picks up another single. What a partnership this is turning out to be. Match-winning partnership for sure. The power surge is taken, and what power we have seen from Lizelle Lee today. Even Nat Silverbrunt providing support from the other end. Once again the top order contributing. That's flicked away by Nat Silverbrunt towards deep mid-wicket, and picks up another single. Down to 26 now. Surely it's the Hobart Hurricanes who are going to win this. A new champion will be crowned today in WBBL. Well, they're already smiling in the Hobart Hurricanes dugout. Just 26 runs away from creating history here. What power hitting we have seen from Lizelle Lee actually. Absolutely brilliant. Last ball of the over coming up. Coming around the wicket to Lizelle Lee. And Lizelle Lee went for the scoop shot. Not able to make proper connection, but another dot ball to finish the over. The 13 runs came from that over, and Hobart Hurricanes women are 112 for 1 after 12 overs. So Amy Edgar is back into the attack. That's driven through the covers by Nat Silverbrand. Hits so hard. Again starts the over with a boundary. Well, that should be a wide down the leg side. It is given as a wide by the umpire. They're getting closer and closer now. 21 more runs needed for the Hurricanes. They have all the balls in the world to get it. This time again driven down the ground towards long on. And Nat Silverbrand picks up another single. Lizelle Lee is back on strike. There's 20 more runs needed. 20 is the magical number. Goes down the ground. One bounce to long off. And Lizelle Lee picks up another single. $19 needed now. That's another full delivery. And Nat Silverbrand drives it down the ground to long off and picks up another single. That's a full delivery. And Lizelle Lee swings it away towards deep mid wicket and picks up another single. Last ball of the over. Once again, Nat Silverbrand drives it down the ground to long off and picks up another single to finish the over. The 10 runs came from that over, and the Hobart Hurricanes women are 122 for 1 after 13 overs. So just 16 needed now for the Hobart Hurricanes women. They are on the cusp of being crowned the champions of WBBL 11. WBBL season 11. What a year it has been for the purple jersey team in BBL. They are the defending champions in the men's Big Bash tournament. And now 16 runs away. They are so close. They have one foot. They have one hand on the trophy. Lily Mills back into the attack now. That's flicked away straight to short fine leg. Again a dot ball to start the over. Hobart Hurricanes women have 1 foot over the line, we can say. One hand on the trophy. And the way it's going, we can say 2 hands on the trophy. Another slog sweep, another boundary towards deep square leg. And this time it's Nat Silverbrand. She is playing freely now. Equation down to 12 for the Hobart Hurricanes women. This time it's short, it's pulled in the air and it's taken at mid-wicket. And it brings to an end a fantastic partnership between Nat Silverbrunt and Lizelle Lee. I think Nat Silverbrunt was in a hurry to finish things off, whereas hit it straight into the hands of mid-wicket. Lily Mills provides the breakthrough, but it's too late for the Scorchers now. Just well needed and all the time in the world for the Hurricanes. Nat Silverbrunt is gone after a good knock of 35 from 27 balls, and Hobart Hurricanes women are 126 for 2 after 13.3 overs. So Nicola carries the new batter to the crease. Just well needed. I think they'll look to finish it quickly and start celebrating. Nicola Carey can also hit some boundaries. We have seen it before. We have seen it in this tournament as well. So Lily Mills coming around the wicket. That's short and wide. Nicola Carey cuts it away towards deep extra covers and gets off the mark with a single. There's 11 needed now for the Hurricanes. It's short and wide, cut away, finds the gap, and that'll run away for 4 as well. Now down to single digits for the Hobart Hurricanes women. Lizelle Lee picks up her 10th boundary in this innings. Last ball of the over. Moves across her stump, sweeps it towards deep square leg and picks up another single to finish the over. He's playing all kinds of shots today is Lizelle Lee. So 10 runs came from that over, including the wicket of Nat Silverbrunt. And Hobart Hurricanes women are 132 for 2 after 14 overs. Just one hit away from becoming champions. Just 6 more runs needed from the last 6 overs for the Hobart Hurricanes. So Sophie Devine now continuing into her 4th over. The match might be over in this over itself. Lizelle Lee is on strike. One hit away from winning this. Here's Sophie Devine. That's a full delivery. Lizelle Lee drives it down the ground to long off and picks up another single to start the over. The second ball of the over coming up. This time it's defended by Nicola Carey towards deep point and picks up another single. That's all they need to do now. Just 4 runs away now. Hobart Hurricanes. One boundary away from winning it. Lizelle Lee will surely look to finish it with 1 hit. She's that kind of a player. Oh, that's too wide. Too wide outside the off stump. So Sophie Devine has to reload that one again. It's an extra run on the board as well. Just 3 more runs needed now The Hurricanes can start celebrating. So Sophie Devine coming around the wicket now. Ooh, was some width there. Lizelle goes for the cut shot and misses it. Another dot ball from Sophie Devine. Can this be the ball? It's hit straight back down the ground towards long on. And Lizelle picks up another single. Gives the strike back to Nicola Carey. 2 more runs needed now. Another new champion in 2025. Wow, 2025, a year for the history books. Hobart Hurricanes in both genders, RCB, South Africa, India women, they have all got their trophies finally in 2025. Remember the year. So Devine coming around the wicket to Nicola Carey. And that's a wide down the leg side. Scores are level now. Scores are level. Just one needed. It's the Hurricanes who are going to win this. The Hobart Hurricanes women, they are going to be crowned the champions. Hurricanes fans can start celebrating. The players will start celebrating soon. What a moment this is going to be. First time winners of the Women's Big Bash League. So the field has been brought in. Here we go. Nicola Carey on strike. Gets an inside edge. It's towards mid-wicket. They'll pick up. No, they're not taking the single. They have not taken the single. The wait continues. Oh my goodness. The wait continues here. It's a dot ball from Devine. One more delivery left in this over. The players in the dugout waiting to celebrate, waiting to get these winning runs. Last ball of the over. And that's driven by Nicola Carey in the gap, and that is it. The ball races away for 4. And the Hobart Hurricanes players charge onto the field. A double delight has been completed on this in the same year. They are the men's Big Bash champions, and they have now become the women's Big Bash champions as well. It's the Hobart Hurricanes women who are first time winners of WBBL 2025, and they have beaten the most fancied Perth Scorchers in the final. And what a moment this is for the purple jersey team. They won both finals this year at their own home venue. That will taste sweeter for them. Nicola Carey hitting the winning runs there. And it's the Hobart Hurricanes under the leadership of Elise Villani, who have managed to get over the line and get their hands on a WBBL trophy for the very first time. Unfortunately, I have to feel for the Perth Scorchers though. They won the toss, elected to bat first. They would have thought that they can do a repeat of what they did in the previous 2 matches against the Melbourne Stars and the Sydney Sixers, but it wasn't meant to be today. The Hurricanes bowled really well today, restricted the Perth Scorchers to just 137 runs. And a target of 138 is never going to be enough in modern day T20 cricket. And Lizelle played one of the best knocks you'll ever see. A match-winning knock from her in the final. Every time the pressure was building on the Hurricanes, she was releasing the pressure by hitting crucial boundaries. And in the end, it's the Hurricanes who have gotten over the line. Lizelle unbeaten on 77 from 44 balls with 10 boundaries and 4 sixers at a strike rate of 175. And Danny Viatward's also contributed. She hit 3 boundaries in her innings. Nat Siver-Brunt, she hit 35 from 27 balls. And to be very, very honest, the top order of the Hobart Hurricanes women have been really good throughout this tournament. Lizelle Lee, Danny Aviat Hodge, a prolific opening partnership, and then Nat Silverbrunt also contributed from time to time. Not to forget, Hobart Hurricanes, they sealed the highest ever successful run chase in WBBL history. It came this year. They chased down 187 against this same opposition, Perth Scorchers, in the group stage. So that is how good they have been. Thoroughly deserved to be champions. They have won this match by 8 wickets with 5 overs left. And it's a statement victory here in the final. First time winners of WBBL. Another new champion crowned in 2025. And, well, what to say about 2025? Hobart Hurricanes became men's Big Bash champions for the very first time at the start of this year. Then Royal Challengers Bengaluru, they became the champions of the IPL for the very first time. South Africa won the World Test Championship this year. India women won the Women's ODI World Cup, became world champions for the first time this year. And now Hobart Hurricanes women, they have gotten over the line. They are the first time winners of Women's Big Bash League 2025. 2025 now has become a year for the history books. It will be remembered as a year which removed the chokers tag for many teams in cricket. A fantastic year to remember, 2025. Take a bow. Salute. So the Hobart Hurricanes fans will start celebrating a superb win. They are the champions of WBBL 2025. We'll be back again to cover many more matches in our channel. So until we come back again, please like, share and subscribe to our channel Runs and Views. Take care guys. Cheers and have a good day.
Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share.